Alright, so check it. I was asleep, y'all. And I just woke up not so long ago. I was gonna write this, but I'm gonna just talk about it. I don't know what was on my mind before I went to sleep. Don't be asking me all that. Let me tell y'all what I remember. I remember me and being with what I'm assuming was my mama at this time, and having like, I don't know. We went to this place and we was buying, like, my mama was buying drinks, all kind of stuff. And it was like a reunion. Like, I had met my brothers, so many brothers that I had never met. I want to say possibly sisters. I don't know, but it was a gathering. Okay. We was all meeting and greeting each other. And for, I don't know, somehow I ended up with a lady who I think would have been my grandmother. Young, wild, vibrant. Like, she was, I don't know. She was kind of, she held some kind of status, some kind of title. Because we was doing like, okay, I remember I had two little sisters too. And I remember being in the front seat. I remember like being up front of my grandma, her talking mess to me, but she was young or something like just, I don't know, full of like, we had to make some stops or whatever. Y'all gotta excuse the noise. This man out here doing all this. Some stops around, I don't know, like a block or something. This last particular stop she made, I don't know, it just felt like I felt something shift. Yeah, I don't know, because it's real blurry. Like, okay, so we get on the road. Like I said, I with my mama, I ended up with my grandma. We get on the road, get in traffic, like we in a car. The cars start, I don't know, like, kind of like running into each other, kind of like, I don't know, just getting real mess out there. A name was called, and in me, it's like I knew it was my mama. Like, my mama had did something. She had offended somebody, but who she offended, I wasn't sure. But in the midst of all this now, with these cars running into each other, my grandma, this lady, calling my grandma, she holding it. I'm talking about she holding it down. She holding the wheel, yo. She got it. So, I don't know. I just felt the need to hold on to her. I held on to her. I don't know what kind of language we were speaking, but it definitely wasn't English the whole time. I'm holding on to him, telling him I'm in love, like I love him and stuff, or whatnot. So she hopped out the car, said some stuff. All I know is we had to get to safety. I felt that. We end up in, I don't know, whatever it was, she took on her daughter battle. We end up at that high. It was a lot of us. It was a lot of us. It wasn't a lot, but it was a lot of us. And we ended up with this other man. I don't know, but I'm assuming this gonna be my granddad or the man that's dying for my grandma. They are all giving us guns and stuff. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, get the house together for a war, kind of like, basically, like to protect ourselves, but it really wasn't even no protection in this house. Like, what I'm finna tell y'all. Like I said, I felt like I thought I saw two sisters up under me. The main thing was getting them to safety. And then I had another sister, she had a pistol or some kind of gun, and it had all this automatic mess going on. My cousin was in the dream. My brothers then went out for the war. I'm trying to see, and I was supposed to protect the house, and my grandma was in there too. Like, everybody going out to fight these people. I'm talking about these people coming. It's so many people out this door. Like a whole. I'm talking about they at us. They at us. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm talking about they throwing bullets here and there everywhere. I'm talking about bullets coming through the house. This the first go round. Then I got brothers and cousins that's coming back in, checking on us, to the point it went on for so long. Y'all, that the weapons that we had to protect us, they were coming back and getting them. But when nobody coming back after a while. It hadn't even got to a point in my dream where they had came up in there on us. They came up in there on me. I was like on kind of like at the corner of the door. and they were firing off at me. But for some reason, I was eating them bullets. It got so bad that I can remember getting I remember my sister coming back in, my grandma. I don't even know what to really say. Like, I became my grandma or something, but they were coming back. They were coming back so deep. The man that did have the rest of the weapons, they killed him. His body just laying there. My brother laying on the floor. He trying to protect us. I was talking about, we running out of high inspired show. I get the two girls. I don't know. It was a situation about the mattress too. When they were coming, I put a mattress by the door. It's like they was just penetrating our walls. So they were coming through. Like, we being on the floor wasn't even safe because they don't shot it up the house up so much that when they aiming and they lasers point, you can see them. I'm talking about they ain't missing their targets. So it got to a point where my cousin was like, if we could save the children, save the children. I get the girls. You got one on, she just thinks she just know everything. And I'm assuming that my sister, she's steady trying to tell me what she gonna do. My other sister laid down in the 12 box. My cousin was trying to tell me. He was like hide in the closet, put a blanket kind of like over you and throw toys on top of you. And I'm trying to get the other little sister that talking shit to come over there with me. Before I knew it, y'all, in my dream, it had came through, but they cleared it out. I heard it when they killed her. I don't know what happened to my other sister. I don't know. It's like I blanked out. But when I did come to, I don't know where I had been, but I was still up under that blanket, yo. I just remember a lady kept touching the blanket, and she was just like, I don't know what's under there. I know somebody got rescued. I was like, she's like, I don't know what's up under there, but it's sadness, it's hope, it's life in there, it's depression, it's sad. She's like, I ain't gonna give up on it though. I'm gonna keep touching this blanket. I ain't gonna give up till something come out. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I turned into my grandma. I came from up under that blanket. From up under that blanket, yo, I was sitting with a group of women. It was a group of people on the van. And I don't know, I called out the word Bati. I kept saying Bati. And like, this would have been my grandchild. I came from up under, it was sitting up under the bus too. I couldn't even see her face showing. I remember getting on my knees and going over there. I was saying Bati. And whatever my language was, I was asking, what happened to all of us? What happened to our family? Like, who's still living there? Who's still there? And I'm talking, and she's like, nobody. It's just us. It's us. Like, then I hear a lady from sitting on the bench. She go talking to the other lady, I guess, who was touching on the blanket. She was like, who been living in that house for 15 years? That's what I want to know. And the lady was like, ain't nobody living in that house. She was like, Mr. Ruins live in the house. Cause I guess I was asking Bati who been living in the house, and she was like, Mr. Ruins live there. So the lady that was in the crowd that was talking, she was like, ain't no Mr. Ruins been living there no 15 years, and if he is, what he doing there? She was like, Mr. Ruins living in there. She was like, well, how Mr. Ruins living there, but you claiming you the savior? And the lady drove off, yo. Actually, she drove off, it like I looked to the side, but I thought I went with my grandchild, looked to the side. It was a simple in the dirt with some sketches on it that looked like a man would have been on it. I don't know, but I ended up waking up like, that shit felt so real. The bullets felt so real. Losing the family felt so real. Like, all this in a dream, yo. This in a dream, this lady lost everything. Everybody. Everything. Like, where did you go for 15 years? Because I haven't even really processed this dream. Like, I literally just got up and I started to write it, and I can't even write it because it's like, what? What? Y'all gotta excuse me. This is just like, what? The language that they was speaking, I couldn't even speak it to you right now that I was speaking. I was talking about, you got everybody trying to fight to hold this family. And where she went for 15 years, she didn't even know she was gone, but what she witnessed was brutal, just deteriorating, like soul crushing, shattering. And when you do finally speak, it's been 15 years and you asking Bossy where they at and who stayed at them. Because that's the last thing you remember. And Bossy trying to get out and go save herself and her. Yo, it was like a movie, like, and I still don't even know what the UNC symbol stood. I mean, I know what UNC stand for, but it's like, I gotta dig into this, y'all. I don't care if y'all talking about how I look. Like, I really, really just got up. I look a hot mess. I can do better. Y'all gotta be to work soon. I thought I was gonna go in and get me some sleep. I thought that. I gotta be to work at 6. Y'all, what is Bossy? And I don't know, but in the dream, it's like I saw captions. It was like BOTE, when she kept asking Bossy, what happened? And you can hear it, yo. You can hear it. The gunshot sounds so real. The baby's crying. The people, I'm talking about, I remember a point when I was in there and I was asking what my granddaddy, what my mama, all this about my mama though. Who she wrong? And even in the dream, it was like, when we started off, it was a lot of commotion, right? It was like, she couldn't have wronged nobody that bad. You would wipe out my whole family, yo. Like, whatever she did triggered destruction. And destruction is what we got, yo. My grandma, like, even after all them bullets, like I said, I can't even say my grandma, because it's like I took on her spirit or something. It was, I don't even know. This has just been, I just remember that end part, like, Bati. And did anybody even know what Bati mean? What is Bati? That's what she was calling the little girl. The little girl had about grew up into like a little teenager though, and the lady's supposed to be the savior. I don't know. Y'all help me to understand. I ain't got no understanding, yo. I can even like, the jail was so real. And I was talking about, I know I got shot over 100 times. I was still trying to pull through to save my sisters, yo. Still trying to pull it through. And then I had my older sister, and she telling me to help her load it up, because she done ran out of ammunition. She done messed around and got one of their guns, yo, and they still coming through the house. And I don't know how many bears was in this house, but baby, when I say they were breaking through, they were coming through, and they went playing, yo. Or somebody, like, they were killing us, stuff, right? Like, even my cousin was trying to save us, like, he trying to handle his thing. I'm asking what granddaddy. Ain't no more granddaddy. Ain't no more mama. That I already knew. Ain't no more nothing. Like, all we got is this. Y'all done ran me into my own shit. They was supposed to out there protecting the house, and I'm talking about these folks coming through, like, to the point they done shattered out windows, yo. But I continue this. Y'all can help me to understand. That just was, that was a lot, yo. I don't need a hot mess. I don't care what you say, though. I was sleeping good. And yo, I went to sleep around about 12 or 1. I set my alarm for 4 something, but that I'm up, yo. I'm up. I just need some understanding. I need some clarification about this. I need it.